I've been fishing probably since I was about, I want to say like 5. My dad first took me. My first time fishing with him, I actually fell in the water, and he had to like pull me out and stuff, and was laughing the whole time. And then probably like around 9, he got a boat, and then that was probably like the majority of the reason why I went fishing with him anyway, just to dry the boat. So I didn't really get serious until I got to college. Some people say that's like a relaxed time for them, and for me it's not, because I'm like competitive. It's not as stressful, I would say, as football, because football you got the whole world watching and stuff, and it's just a different feeling. When I come home from working out and stuff, it just gives me an option to do something fun.
Pittsburgh reeled in their big fish in free agency, luring linebacker Patrick Queen away from the Ravens and into the black and gold.
Burrow throws to Chase. It's an interception for Patrick Queen.
It was a move to solidify the middle of their defense and was the perfect fit for Queen's style of play.
Patrick Queen is a really good football player. He's an elite level linebacker that has high level awareness. He plays with great speed and toughness. He was a perfect fit for us, a guy that we can put in the middle of our defense, and we know he's going to make a splash play for us every now and then.
Nice, good. That way to find it. Deal with the blocker, get to the ball. Go. Good.
Hearing the name Steelers come up to me in free agency was just like the way they play the game and who they're coached by and the players on the team, like all the great guys on the team. You know, certain teams you can just go down a list of and it's probably like 2 or 3 big names, where on this team you got so many big names and stuff. So I think that's like Steelers. There's always big names. There's always more than 3 or 4 or 5 big names on the team.
Queen is now one of those big names. And the hope is that he can not only provide splash, but energy as well.
When he's not on the field, he's definitely a laid-back, reserved, observant person. But when he gets on the football field, because of his preparation, I mean, he just cuts it loose.
I'm doing it.
He's the life of the party. He's the energy in the defense.
Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
He gives us the fun to play with. That's the role he plays for our defense.
Queen's role will be catching ball carriers. His history of fishing can help with that, even if it isn't helping at the moment.
Oh, no, this offseason was a weird one. Like every spot that you know there would be a fish, there was no fish. You just go to a random spot, like I guarantee ain't no fish here. You catch a whole bunch. Nothing. I'm feeling like the rocks and stuff, but no hits. Talk too soon. Oh, he had it. I wish he would just bite one more time. Everywhere but where I'm throwing.
His luck will come around. After all, the inside linebackers have been no strangers to adversity.
I want to say 7 guys took a snap for us last year at linebacker. My experience as a player, always taught me that it's important that every player in the room is engaged and is able and willing to go out there and execute our defense for us.
They have brought the card out for Cole Holcomb. Apparently has a knee injury and it looks fairly serious.
Juan Alexander sustained a leg injury. I'm told his return is questionable.
Injuries are part of the game. It was an exciting opportunity for me, or a challenge to me, to make sure every player was available to play for us throughout the season.
Come on, man. Born for this, man. Born for this, man. Born for this, man. I got to get some whip.
My coaching philosophy allows me to get ahead of those type of issues. So I was always confident that whoever we put out there was going to be ready to play.
The man that played the most in the middle was Elandon Roberts. He led the team in tackles, even while fighting through his own tribulations.
Elandon Roberts came in. He went through 2 or 3 Packer jerseys to find the ball carrier.
I just think it's always good to have a tough individual in the group and in the defense. Him and his ability to fight through hard times and fight through constant pain and stay reliable for the defense was just a prime example of what it takes to be a player in this league for a long time.
Oh my God. That's right.
I should have worn my cowboy hat to practice. I'm about to reel him in today. I don't drink water, Gatorade, nothing doing practice.
Work at it.
Oh, right in the pocket. Right in the skillet. Ugh. Hey, you threw that like you throwing that fishing rod out. I got my grades out today. Just for men need to give me a deal. I really like that product, Beijing. Don't worry. Every game it's gonna be black, swear.
The elder statesman keeps it light, but you practice like you play, and Roberts leaves all of his intensity on the field.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. We right here, fellas. We right here. Let's go eat. Let's attack the field. No, sir. No, sir. I'm drinking water all day so I can have root beer after practice. Root beer after practice, right after. Root beer. That's the way of life. Oh yeah! Yeah! Hey, look at the end, there it is. Little pro jog. Pro jog. Just pro jogging.
Roberts is a pro's pro, but the preseason is meant for the new faces.
Check it out.
The Houston Texans present them with the first chance to prove they belong on the 53.
Feels great, man. Feel like I was supposed to be here already, man. So it's a good vibe. Glad to be here.
Bunch of 225-pound to 250-pound men. This football right here. Let's go.
It's been said that the journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Tonight at Acrisure Stadium, the Steelers take that first step in a journey they hope will go a little bit longer, 1,096 miles. That's the distance from Pittsburgh to New Orleans, where Super Bowl 59 will be hosted.
Peyton Wilson's journey is one that begins tonight. No telling where it will lead, but he's off to a good first step.
And now we'll pitch to Pierce off the right side. Pierce cuts back, is tripped up in the backfield, taken down for a loss on the play. It was Peyton Wilson. Wilson in there for Patrick Queen, who is one of several veterans sitting out this game.
Can you say hello, Peyton Wilson? This is the second time this young man has stepped up into the hole and just cracker-barreled a guy.
He's extremely coachable. He does a really good job of gathering information and taking in a lot of information and figuring out what he needs to do on a day-to-day basis to get better.
He is dragged down by Peyton Wilson.
Up to the
Good double punt.
They double the four up to the linebacker, okay?
We spend a lot of time talking about where he can get better and less time talking about the things that he's done well.
Wilson paced the team in tackles in his first game, but it wasn't enough to stop the Texans from taking an early lead.
And that's Tank Dell. Dell is into the end zone for the touchdown for the Texans.
But the Steelers weren't completely without life.
The fake pitch, and now they'll come back the other way to Pickens. Pickens catches the ball in the right flat, makes a man miss, hurdles forward to the 30-yard line and knocked out of bounds there. Fields fakes left, now rolling back. Looking deep downfield, throws, fires to Jefferson at the 50-yard line. He's bumped out of bounds there. First down for the Steelers.
They just couldn't find a way to finish their drives.
And Fields is sacked, and the Steelers will be forced to punt it away again. It is Montravius Adams who comes in with a sack.
The Montravius one. What a nice job of beating his man lickety-split.
I did. What an I did. I did. Why don't we get home, huh?
4th and 2, the Steelers are going for here. Gets the snap. looking left, firing, corner of the end zone, wide open, but overthrown to Calvin Austin. So the ball will go over on downs. Squares his shoulders and gets into the end zone. Ogunbowale. That's the end of the second quarter. With the score, the Texans 17, the Steelers nothing.
Out of the half, Kyle Allen took to the air in an attempt to take a chunk out of the Texans' lead.
Allen in the shotgun formation. Allen back, surveying the field, steps forward, feeling the pressure. Now will roll out to his left, throws on the run. It is complete across the 45-yard line. A nice spin move. Out to the 50 goes Calvin Austin. And boy, showing some great quickness there as he cuts back to the middle of the field to pick up the first down for the Steelers. Can run, and he has room, crosses the 10, gets down to the 5, and slides down for a first down at the 6-yard line. Steelers first and goal. Allen turns, play action pass, looking, throws out to Hayward. Hayward in the right flat, reaches, extends for the flag, and he is in.
Yes, indeed, Connor Hayward.
That's my brother!
He ran that little out pattern. He's a couple of yards out. Tucks that ball, turns around, and you wonder, okay, does he have enough hand hocks to get in the end zone? Well, yes, he does.
10-play, 78-yard drive. Kyle Allen, terrific on that drive. Back to pass, over the middle of the field, and a beautifully thrown ball taken in by Miller. Miller inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line of the Texans. Allen in the second half has been perfect for the Steelers. Beautifully thrown ball, catching Miller in stride. Into the end zone for the scores, and the Steelers now have cut this to a 20-12 lead.
But the comeback would come up short.
Allen back to pass, looking, throws over the middle of the field, too tall, and then intercepted on the other end. And this game is over. That's the end of the game with the final score. The Texans 20, the Steelers 12.
Every season needs a beginning. The in-game experience is invaluable, especially for younger players. It's a chance for them to look back and build off of what they've learned. The offensive line has seen its fair share of rebuilding since Pat Meyer took over as coach in 2022. But just like Rome, a starting five was not built in a day. It takes time as players gel together to form a unit.
We still got a lot of work ahead of us. Obviously, it's just a daily grind, just getting 1% better each day in practice and taking stuff from the meeting rooms out to the field and practicing it and getting all 5 guys to play together and just trying different combinations in there and trying to find the 5 best. So it's obviously a long process that we just got to keep continuing to work and keep continuing to gel at that.
The front office has worked hard towards adding to Meyer's room, signing established guards James Daniels and Isaac Seumalo, along with 5 players in the last 2 drafts, including both first-round picks. The acquisitions make for busy off-seasons, but when you know the exact players you're looking for, it can make it a little easier.
Number one, the guys that have that Steeler mentality. We want guys that love the game, want to work hard, that are tough, that are just football guys. That's what we've been looking to get here the last couple of years. We got a good mixture of older guys and veterans, and we have over the last couple of years now several rookie and second-year guys that we're working with now.
Their hope is that the additions have created depth to overcome the ups and downs of an NFL season. They'll need it because the 5 men up front will be the focal point of new coordinator Arthur Smith's offense, playing to the strengths of not just the group, but the organization's history.
Run-first mentality, again, that Steeler mentality that you think of just like, running the ball and throwing play actions and continuing to outwork and outfight, the defense, whether it be our guys in practice or, as we get into the preseason here now.
Regardless of mentality, both the Steelers and Bills offenses were waterlogged in their matchup.
Here we go.
Back to Pettis. Looking now, under trouble from Rousseau. Gets it out. Oh no, they're going to call him down. They are going to call it a sack. Steelers bringing pressure, and he is sacked by that man Herbig. Nick Herbig comes in and gets the sack for the Steelers. Looking out to his left, now in trouble from Rousseau again, and down he goes. Boy, Greg Rousseau comes up with another sack. In trouble and evades one sack by Ogunjobi, but not the second. It was Benton and Herbig who were in there to combine on the sack. Trubisky now in the shotgun, has Davis to his right. Stomps the foot, gets the snap. Back across the middle of the field and overthrows his man. It is intercepted, and this is Miles Killebrew.
Oh, Miles Killebrew, way to make a difference.
The defensive efforts dampened scoring until deep into the first half.
Kick is up and kick is good, and the Buffalo Bills have scored the first points of this game. Field's going hurry up now. Steelers trying to conserve their lone timeout. Complete to Scotty Miller, makes a move and steps out of bounds. Now will tuck the ball and go. Crosses the 40, crosses the 35, weaves his way forward. They're going to say he's tackled inbounds after a 20-yard run by Field. Snap is good, the kick is up, and that kick is right down the middle by Boswell from 43 yards out.
The second half was the same song and dance. 2 Tyler Bass field goals put the Bills up for good.
And the kick is up, and that kick is good, and that is it. That's the end of the game with the final score, Buffalo 9, Pittsburgh 3.
Thank you, man. All the best, you guys, man. See you down. No doubt.
It wasn't their best performance, but it also wasn't their last. After the move back to the South Side, the Steelers are preparing for their final dress rehearsal against the Lions. They're hoping to use it as a chance to end the preseason on a high note.
Us, as an offense, I feel like we always get that extra emphasis on starting fast and, being physical. And, for me, I feel like I just didn't set the tone from the beginning of the game,
Talking about technique is some technique mistakes people are doing. No, we didn't do that. We haven't done those in practice. So it's just that we just need to focus and just keep on getting better.
Preseason can distort reality, good or bad. We've all seen it. I can give you a history, whatever. We've had a really good camp, but the reality is when we've got in there in the lights, we got to get out our own way. And those are things that we have to clean up.
It's the final dress rehearsal before the curtains open on the 2024 season. The first 2 performances have not been to Mike Tomlin's liking, and so the Stars will start today.
Hey, man, don't worry about nothing else. We got this one. We got this one game. Run off the ball, man, and let's dominate up front tonight, all right? It's big business, bro. This time we step into the stage and let them know who we are. Let's go.
Short and sweet. Let's go. Let's go. Short and sweet.
And really, it's all about, hey, let's score and then let's sit down. Execute, get something on the board, and sit down, get ready for the opener.
It has Pickens deep downfield inside the 30-yard line of the Lions.
Now that's what you can do when you have time. We talked about it last week where Russ had some problems because there was so much pressure. Well, the pocket was formed. It stood strong against that Detroit rush.
And here's a handoff pass. Gaping hole off the left side. Cuts back up the middle. And he will find pay dirt. Touchdown for Cordero Patterson as the Steelers march down in their opening possession. And the 31-yard touchdown run by Patterson caps off this brief opening drive.
Oh, baby, there is no dirt like pay dirt. What a nice job of taking the rock straight away. Patterson, he barely went off course, ran straight as an arrow right to the end zone. Beautiful run.
Whatever you got left, though, we're going to get it. Give it to us.
I got it all for you, Coach. Promise.
The Steelers were getting everything they needed from their first-team offense and defense.
In trouble again, and he's hit from behind. Is this a fumble? Yes, it is a fumble. It is recovered by the Steelers.
Well, if you heard a whoosh, that was Nick Herbig blowing by the right tackle. What a great job of coming off the edge.
Mr. Herbig,
Fields comes out in the shotgun, throw over the middle of the field, complete, and that's Michael Pruitt.
Exactly so. Now, what I love about this, we got the play action. Linebackers step up, and Michael Pruitt is running down between the two safeties.
Waltzes into the end zone for an easy touchdown for the Steelers.
Good job, Bo. Good job, Bo. Good job, Bo.
And with 6:05 remaining in the first quarter, the Steelers have put up their second touchdown.
This offense has looked great. You're talking about 2 drives, 2 starts into the end zone. Great start for this squad.
The remainder of the game is a tale as old as time. Players fighting for roster spots in the hopes to keep their NFL dreams alive.
Slung down by Beanie Bishop.
Nice job, Beanie Bishop, cleaning up.
But the final score lasts no longer than the time it takes to walk off the field.
It's dual agendas in a game like this, man. We wanted to get our starters, if you will, some in-stadium rhythm that was kind of reflective of some of the things that we've seen in practice, and so we were able to do that. As soon as we got comfortable with some of those things, we moved on to provide ample opportunity for those that are trying to find one of the final seats on the bus.
After this, the records are wiped clean. And so is the roster. 90 down to 53. It's a simple way to look at the offseason's work. From the draft process to grueling practices in Latrobe, the efforts of all the men will begin the story of the 2024 Pittsburgh Steelers. Their first step is earning their numbers. But the real goal at hand is continuing to add to the trophy case.